three. One, two, three.
Ideal!
That hole's good.
Okay.
When you start getting, these holes are okay. My other unit, they got them right next to it. So if somebody misses that joist and puts a nail in right beside it, the wire is right flush with the bottom of the joist.
Got it. Okay, so these need to be a little bit higher and a little bit
Yes,
further over.
but center's better
Okay.
than close to a joist, because when they're nailing this off,
Yeah. I see
what
what
if
you're
they
getting at.
miss by a little bit and then hit a wire?
All right.
So that's the only thing on that.
Good point. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, but if we put deeper boxes in on that one, that'd be good.
All right.
Yeah, just that's perfect. I wouldn't do any pigtails until I put my devices in.
Okay.
You know, that's when you actually need to start making up. Because on the rough, you just need everything cut to the right length and tucked in, mark which ones are hot. Typically, again, remember, put the spiral in your hot.
Yes.
Coming in to mark your hot, so you always know. Because otherwise you're guessing all the time.
I was hoping we could work on the roof yesterday, but we couldn't start yesterday because we need to just kind of stay working on one thing at a time. Just start working on too many things too quick, and it kind of just gets messy and hard to finish one task. So finish the plumbing and the electrical, and now we're going to be working on the roof today, hopefully.
What's your style of working? Is your style of more multitasking, or do you do better when you focus on one thing at a time?
I'm used to multitasking, so it's been good for me to kind of just focus in on one thing at a time. Just getting my tools ready. I just got to my locker and it was already unlocked, so I don't know if yesterday I forgot to clip it on or not, but now I don't have to unlock it. So I typically bring all my tools out because I don't like having to ever go back to the locker or locker room.
Yeah.
Really.
That's a good technique, because I see everyone going back and forth all day.
It's a little bit more work to carry them all, but carry all the tools over at once. But yeah, I don't like having to make trips over here. Sometimes we don't need them all. Sometimes we don't need all the tools, but I'm gonna need my pouch, which is in my car still, because I used that after school yesterday. So I gotta go get that real quick. But maybe some just small hand tools in my pouch, and to start off, and then I'm gonna need my saw and some other stuff on the roof when I start on the roofing. Found this at Tack Shed. This is Josh's. I'm gonna go give it to him. Oh yeah, I'll work on that. Yeah. So pretty much, Dan wanted me to pretty much take some twists out of this, because there's a lot of twists in it. Just bring it down to 3 inches. So what I'm gonna do is probably just cut this.
Mark of a man!
I'm gonna take some twists out of this. I want to salvage this existing wire, so I'm going to maybe just cut this one down here.
Because if you don't salvage that wire, that's a whole other new wire that you have to put in, right? And you have to string through the
Yeah, I mean, it's a small fix, but it's something that we want to keep uniform on each box, so it's important. Dylan just pointed out that I think yesterday we didn't quite get enough screws in here. We just put enough to hold it. So I'm just gonna put screws every like 6 inch or so. That way our window doesn't fall out when we move the house. Yeah, to be up to code, it has to be. I need to go check on the spacing, but I think it's 6 inches. I'm gonna go check, and then just put some screws in here on both windows.
So on this side right here, there should be how many screws do you think? We're talking every 6 inches, maybe 2, 3 more?
Yeah, around that, yeah. 2 or 3, yeah, maybe 4.
Do you have to drill a hole first before, since it's metal, right?
No, I don't have to drill anything. I just want to make sure I have the right fitting tip for this screw. It's Phillips number 2.
Gotcha.
And Tommy got us some new ones last week. Some fresh new Milwaukee ones, so it's pretty awesome. Yeah, if I don't do this right now, I could potentially forget about it. It's a good point. The electrical, I know exactly what I need to do. Yeah, like if it had only like 4 screws in it or so, the plastic could break. The plastic could just break from the weight of the window, and it could just potentially just fall out, or eventually just fall out. I've learned not to get too big of a handful, because then I just sometimes I just end up with a bunch of loose screws in my bag that I have to.
You have to go back anyway, right?
Yeah, I have to assort through them and put them back where they go. Let me go make sure that I'm gonna go double check on the screw spacing so that I make sure I'm doing this 100% right for the video.
Better put your glasses on. We're shining bright over here.
So we got our electrical all trimmed out how Dan wanted it to be, and our plumbing had no leaks, and we got our windows in. So now I'm going to put flashing on the outside of our windows, because there's 2 pieces of flashing that go on the edges and 1 on the top, and then work on the flashing on the door so we could get our doors in. I don't think anyone's gotten any flashing out yet, so I'm gonna get some flashing from Connex. Flashing is pretty much a tar adhesive that prevents, it seals around the nails and fasteners and prevents water from getting into a window or a door. Flashing, all right, so flashing, I got 4 inches overlapped extra from the edge of the window. That's pretty much all I gotta do. You gotta put another piece on the other side and then 1 on the top, and that's it. And the window's done. But keep in mind, we already put flashing on this before we put the window in, so it's just an extra layer.
You gotta peel it here, right? It's like a piece of Kraft cheese. You just gotta peel the plastic off?
Yeah, exactly. This is like a piece of wax. This top layer over here is waxy. So this adheres to it, but it pulls off real easy. But just pull a little bit off to get it started and pull it down. Just to prevent it from wrinkling. I stick that on there, and then you could just pull, what I like to do is just pull this just all the way down. So it just makes it quick and easy without any wrinkles. Yeah, it's also the door, so just same as the window, this goes on before we install the door. And then also after we put in the door too. My caulking gun actually is still in my locker. I keep it in my tool bucket. I don't always bring, yeah, I keep my caulking gun with my paint supplies. It's like a video game. Pretty much, I like to focus on one thing at a time, and if something comes up that's urgent that needs to be taken care of, handle that. But yeah, I've been trying to work on just focusing on one thing at a time recently rather than multitasking. Better workflow, it's just cleaner and less chaotic.